Hey, this is Dave from Base Stencil. Once again, I'm in the warehouse, but actually I'm inside of this King's Grave Graffiti, which is an app for Oculus Quest. So today we're going to paint school bus again, and this time I want to sort of explore something different. Recently we painted this school bus, and we started by painting the orange and black layers, and then we said, you know, you can just leave out the white layer, and we did leave out the white layer. We took a picture and we said, hey, that looks pretty good, and then we painted the white layer and said, you know, that looks kind of like crap. So you know, you might like it, that's fine, but now I want to explore what happens when you choose different layers to leave out. So we left out the white layer before because we're painting on a relatively light background, but now I want to kind of experiment with something different. And in particular, I want to ask the question, like, suppose you were in a place where you had a wall that was this crazy bright yellow orange, and it reminded you so much of a school bus that you were just determined to have a school bus there. And I want to start by painting a color that really reminds me of that school bus. You know, this could be a wall of a room, or it could also be a big spot on some art that's already been finished, and it has a big block of orange that's just calling out for completion as a school bus somehow calls out for a stencil. There we go. I'm going to do this, do it right in the center, and I'm going to take care to do a few things. One thing is I'm not going to paint so heavily here because this is just an area that's under shadow, and this is a shadow area, and that's a shadow area. So I don't want it to be so dark, and I don't want that to be so dark. But these things, I kind of want to have a feeling that there is a darkness to them. I want to be a little bit special with these because I think I'm going to add a little white to them at some point. I might want to add a little white here as a reflection off of what seems to be a hood. So if I do that, I'm going to give myself light spray here, a light spray here, a light spray here. Now I'm going to go a little bit darker towards the top. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I like it. There's just a couple things that I want. I want one other thing to kind of be realized there. I'm gonna need one of the other stencils to realize it. I think I'm gonna need that orange stencil after all. That's the black. Okay, so what I want to do here is, like, this is orange, and that's fine. I like that. I might want to just give it a little bit, very light dusting of something lighter orange, even just white. If I have, you know, what I have is what I have. If I have cans, I probably have a can of white, and I want to do the lightest possible feather duster for a lighter touch. That sounds good. And low pressure, that sounds also good. Bring it all the way down, and I want to just touch it across the top like that. And maybe I'll do the same thing here, just the tiniest bit across the top. And something else I want to do, which will just add the tiniest bit of, it's the only thing that you need on a school bus is you need lights, the school bus lights. There we go. And now let's see if this makes a big difference. Let's see if this is what we need. Ooh, wow. That really pops. The red light really pops, and I really like what happened here. That's really nice. But there's a couple of problems. One is that this black got covered up, and I think I need to use another stencil to put it back in. Okay, so I screwed up a little bit, but it's still okay. I can also I can also take my very low pressure here and just fix that, and I can fix this. I like the red. I really like the red. I don't know yet if I'm wild about the. I don't know if I'm wild about the white. I might decide to not have done that, or to really left that to be a lighter pattern. But I'm pretty happy with that. So, what else can we try? Well, we can try to make the whole thing on black if we want to. If we make the whole thing on black, we're definitely going to need that white to come around the sides, because otherwise, where are the edges of the bus going to be? This is the orange layer. So when we put it, we're just going to punch it, and then we'll know where it is. It looks a little weird. It looks a little otherworldly, but I'll take it. And now the black is already there. The question is, what do we do to fill in the orange yellow? I think we're just going to do low pressure and just very carefully go in and with that. Now the question is, can I bring anything of interest into the stencil with the white? Because if I paint right here, I'll be painting white on black. I don't know if you believe me. Well, it's interesting. I think it was a little bit better before. And what's more, I think that if I use the black layer now, I might be able to do something a little bit interesting right here. That's a little spacey, huh? Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's an improvement. Like, this was definitely not an improvement, especially because it gives these little wires here, but this was an improvement. Okay, so that's what we would have if we wanted to paint our school bus in space with no outline, so no big white postcardy outline. Just to remind you that what we could have done is we could have reproduced that on a black background. That's what that would have looked like, and that just looks like a postcard. And why would you want that? I don't know. So if we go down here and just look at this again, this definitely looks different. It looks very Halloween-y, so maybe this is a good Halloween stencil. While we're here, let's do something that is kind of appropriate to this space here. When I say space, I mean space.